Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Cynthia and thank you so much for clicking on my face. So today's video, I'm gonna show you my makeup routine, well, me getting ready for work. I don't have an exact routine because every day is different, because I do try to play around with everything that I have in my makeup collection. And the eyeshadow that I kind of want to do, if it doesn't show up, I'll post a picture here, but it's this one right here. It's so pretty. I came across it on my Facebook and I was like, that is so cute. This is for Halloween, but I was like, I'm gonna recreate it because why not? Sadly, I don't know who the artist is, so you guys, if you know who it is, tag them down below or let me know so I can credit them. But yeah, like I said, it's like in one of those pages where like they share a bunch of like makeup and looks and all. So first things first, I do start with my brows, and I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate, and I clean it up with the Maybelline Master Concealer in the shade 30 Light Medium. And then after I apply foundation, powder, concealer, and all that, I apply this, which is the Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel, but I apply this way later because the powder will get on the brow, so I try to, like, you know, fix this up. I fix my brows with that. But today, the palette that I'm going to be using is going to be the James Charles palette, along with some other ones like the 35B palette, which is discontinued, and I'm sorry I'm showing you guys looks with it, but I do need some colors from in there just in case I can't complete the look with this one. I'm also going to be using the Pure Cosmetics Festival palette, the Zulu by Juvias, and this is a very old palette from Urban Decay. This is the very first eyeshadow palette that I was given, and this one was given to me in my quinceañera. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna begin with the shade Skip in the crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack the brush, and the brush I'm gonna be using is an R38. So I'm gonna begin. This is gonna be very neonish at first, but I'm gonna deepen it up with some other pinks that I might have in other palettes. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to use the same brush, the R38. This is from the Juvias, the Zulu palette, because I really want this pink. I don't necessarily want it to be neon, but I do want it to be very bold, because both colors in the picture, they look very bold, just as much as the purple and the pink. Now I'm going to go in with the Pure Cosmetics palette because I know that they have a pink in here which is called Wild Child, which is this one. I'm just taking different pinks that I might have in my collection. It doesn't matter if they're neon, if they're like very dark pink, like that's kind of what we're going for. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this one right here. I don't necessarily know what shade this is called, but I mean it's the pink bright shade in the 35B palettes. I'm going to take the M504 brush, and I'm going to use the shade Pinkity Drinkity to blend out the pink, because I also don't want to carry it out too much into my brow bone. I just want to go from deep to I did the wrong shade. I want to go from dark to soft. So going in, Pinkity Drinkity is basically going to, you know, I'm just going to call it PD, okay? Because I'm not going to be saying Pinkity Drinkity all the time. So I'm going to take PD, and I'm just going to blend it out, but I'm also going to be going back in with that R38 brush and basically making sure I don't lose the pigment in my crease, because I also don't want that. Now for the brow bone, I'm going to take a Morphe E18. I'm going to take Free Spirit from the Pure Cosmetics palette, from the Festival palette. So I'm going to focus that on my brow bone to really help it you know, make the illusion that I have a really nice arch. I'm gonna basically use this Morphe M166. This basically, if you don't find these brushes individually at the Morphe store, you can find them in the James Charles kit. So I'm going to take this one right here on this brush, and I'm just going to apply it all over my lid, touching the crease just a bit. I also don't want this to be everywhere. I'm gonna go finish the other eye and I will be right back. For primer, I've only used it once or twice, and this has honestly become my favorite already. This is the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio, and this is a pore minimizer, and it's gonna blur them out as well. So I'm just gonna apply like a dime, a little bit less than a dime size. I'm gonna swivel it around, kind of warm it up onto my fingers, and I'm going to apply it on my nose area where I typically have a lot of pores. For the rest of my face, since I am going to be applying a matte foundation, I'm going to apply the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This one, I honestly just use it whenever I have a dry face or I'm using a very matte and drying foundation, and I just apply it on the outside of my face. For foundation, today I am going to go in with the Morphe foundation, and I'm in the shade F2.20. The reason I got this one is because I actually guessed the shade online, and it was perfect. So for powder, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in the shade Light 01. Okay, so for eyes, I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. I'm going to go in with this one. I don't know from which brand this is. I just got it a really long time ago. And I'm also going to get a smudger brush, which I'm going to use the M212 to kind of smudge it in. So I'm going to go in with, what shade is this? This is the shade Escape from the James Charles palette. And I'm just going to kind of apply this really close to my waterline and kind of bring it down a bit. So now with this kind of fluffy brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Single. Okay, and I'm going to smudge and kind of blend it out. Alrighty. So going back with that small brush, I'm going to go in with this Urban Decay small eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to go in with this one that's called Freak Show. It's this one right here. And I'm going to apply it to the lower lash line area, just to kind of tight line on the bottom. It's really going to help smoke it out. Okay. Alright, I look like a ghost. Okay, so with the lightest purple that I can find, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use this really light pink shade right here to smudge it out even more, so it can look a little more blended. I'm gonna go in, I can't bring it up because I have all my palettes on there, but I'm gonna go in with Ring Light because it looks like it's gonna be better. Oh yeah, this is way better. So for my bronzer, I'm gonna go in with a Sephora bronzer, and this is in the shade number 7, Canary Islands. And I'm gonna go in with, let's go in with this brush right here. I think this would be a nice brush to contour with. It's gonna be the Morphe E48. It's very nice and fluffy, so I like that. So I'm just going to, holy shit, that's a lot. Go in with a light hand. I'm just gonna blend it out, because oh shit. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush to kind of do the contour of my face. And I'm going to use this Morphe E8 brush. It's a smaller version of that one, but a little bit more flat. And I'm just going to apply it down my nose. But not too harsh because I also don't want it to be too much. There we go. And then to bronze up my face, because I feel like that wasn't enough, I'm going to go ahead and use this R2 brush. Looks nice. And I'm just going to use this to bronze the face because that was more contouring. I want it to look a little bit more bronze because I feel like I look a little too white right now. Okay, I think we're good. We're Gucci with that. Yeah. Okay, so going back with that powder, I'm going to go in with the flat side of the Wet n Wild sponge, and I'm going to go in with the powder. I'm going to clean up the edges just a bit. I don't want it to be too harsh. Okay, and with blush, I'm going to go in with a Morphe E4, and I'm going to use the Mini Too Faced Love Hangover Love Flush blush from Too Faced. So, okay, the e.l.f. My hair looks crazy. The e.l.f. Matte Blotting Mist.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna set my face, and for highlighter I'm gonna do a little concoction here. I'm gonna mix in 2 highlighters. One is the I'm So Lit and the other one is Hustle and Glow, and they're both from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna take off the powder because I don't want to set my face with the powder there. Okay, artichoke. I'm gonna open these ones because I feel that when I apply a mattifying setting spray, my face gets drier faster and I can't apply that well of a highlight. Okay, for the highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and use the M510 brush. So it's really good for highlighter. So I'm gonna pop in a little little bit, and I'm gonna mix in Hustle and Glow as well. Ooh, bitch, oh my god. Guys, if you have not bought these, buy these. These are so good. So I noticed that if I used I'm So Lit, it was going to be too light. If I used Hustle and Glow, it was going to be too dark by itself. So I mixed them in and it worked pretty well. I'm going to apply a little bit more setting spray. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to do this in a time lapse because it's the same thing. I'm going to go in with my MAC lip liner and Boldly Bare. I'm going to go in with the Milani Bold Color Statement Matte Lipstick in the shade 05 I'm Pretty. And then last but not least, to top it off, I'm going to go in with the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in the shade 10 Gold Dust.